My actions make you don't trust me, or you just don't believe in what I'm saying, that you can't give me the credit. You can't give me the credit that I deserve. Why? What is your problem with trusting me? Trust me. So today we're going to talk about learning how to trust. When God says he would never leave you or forsake you, why you don't trust him? We'll talk about trust. I'm Trey Knowles, and welcome to Truth and Knowledge. I'm your transformation life coach, Trey Knowles. Today's topic is called Trusting the Trustee. Trusting the Trustee. If you're having problems trusting, today's the show that you want to watch and listen to. What causes trust issues? No patience and accountability. No patience and accountability, right? If you have no patience, then trusting is going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult because you're not willing to wait. Everything's not going to happen just like this in a quick second. Things don't happen like that. It's not life. Okay? And accountability, you have to be able to trust that person. Can you count on that person? All right? You cannot trust without surrendering your own will. You cannot trust without surrendering your own will. And why do I say that? Okay? Because surrendering is giving up your own power. All right? Giving up your own ability. All right? And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Let's look at the true meaning of trust. Trust is defined as having confidence. I have confidence. I have faith. I have hope in that someone or something. All right? So if I put confidence, I put faith, I put hope into something, right? So that means I have to listen. I have to believe in that person. Means I can't count on my own ability. I can't count on my own power, my own ability to do whatever I want to do, or let me do it. No. I mean, to trust means to kind of like giving up your surrendering your will. I can't do it on my own. I need help. So if I'm asking for help, that help, I have to trust in that help. All right? So I need help. I need help. Surrendering my own will. I'm not counting on my own ability. I'm not counting on my own power. I'm giving up my power. I'm giving up my ability. I'm surrendering so I can trust. I don't see it now, so I'm going to be patient. But I'm going to keep believing. I'm going to have hope. I'm going to have faith. All right? So if you're surrendering your will, who are you surrendering your will to? Well, the answer is to that question. Who are you giving your will to? You're giving your will to the person that loves you. Right? You want to have faith, confidence, and hope. You want to trust that person that loves you, right? Don't trust somebody that does not love you, that does not show the characteristics of love, right? You want to put your trust in a person that loves you, right? So we just learned that you cannot trust a person without surrendering your own will, and we must trust a person that loves you. So we confide in that person that loves us. We have faith in that person that loves us. We have hope in in that thing or that someone that loves us. Actually, no thing, in that someone that loves you. We'll be right back with more of Trusting the Trustee. When you have faith in something or someone, you have to listen and believe in that someone or something. Surrendering your will is listening and putting confidence in that someone or something. So what is will? Will is expressing and having the willingness to carry out the suggestion or request of the trustee. It's the willingness to carry out what the trustee is telling me. So if I'm putting my faith and confidence into the trustee is the person I put my trust in, right? And if the trustee is telling me to do something, I must surrender and carry out the willingness, have the willingness to carry out. I must surrender first and have the willingness to carry out, to believe what the trustee is telling me. I must follow his request or suggestion. I must carry it out, right? Now, if I do not carry it out, that means I'm not having faith. I'm not having faith if I'm not carrying it out. That means I stop trusting. So if I'm not carrying it out, if I'm not listening to the suggestion and acting on it, because the willingness is telling me the willingness is I have to carry out. And if I'm not willing to carry out, that means I stop trusting. I no longer have faith in the trustee. Surrendering is the willingness to carry out. Carry out. Trust the trustee. Now, the first observation before you surrender it is to realize that you're poor. I am poor. All right. The first observation before you surrender is to realize that I'm poor. And what do I mean by that? When you poor, that means what? It means I'm in need. I'm in need of. So I have to realize that I am in need. I am vulnerable. I am vulnerable and I'm in need. All right. If I do not understand that I am in need, right? Now, if I don't understand how I'm in need, that means I'm not surrendering. Right? That means I have the power. I want my own power to do whatever I want my power to. I don't need no help. I want to do everything in my power, my own ability. Okay? And if I begin to trust my own mind, that makes me a fool. If I begin to trust my own mind, I become a fool. And I'm not using wisdom. If I'm not trusting my own mind, I am a fool and I am not using wisdom. Why do I say that? Whoever trusts in his own mind is a fool. But he who walks with wisdom will be delivered. He who walks with wisdom will be delivered. All right? So, I know that I need help. I'm vulnerable. I have to put my faith and trust and hope into the trustee, right? Whoever I put my faith in, that means I'm trusting that person, right? Right? That person has the wisdom that I need, right? They have the wisdom that can deliver me from whatever I need. We'll be right back with more. We're back, trusting the trustee. And I told you to surrender. And before you surrender, you must know that you are in need. So you're probably wondering, what do I need? Well, you know that song by LL Cool J, I Need Love? Well, that's what we need. We need love. And it sounds really good. I need love, understanding, and direction. I need love, understanding, and direction. Right? I don't know where I'm going. I need someone to direct me. Right? Do not put your trust in anybody that cannot love you back. Don't trust nobody that doesn't have the characteristics or the qualities of love. Why am I telling you that? Because love is part of trust. Love always trusts. And that's why I'm telling you that. What do I need again? I need love, understanding, and direction. Okay? I need love, right? I need something to love me, right? And understanding. I need understanding. What's going on? I need understanding. If I don't understand what's going on, I'm lost. I need direction. Where should I go? Where should I go? I'm walking on this earth and I'm lost. Where should I go? I need direction, right? I need somebody to lead me. I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. She says this. She says this. He says this. She says this. He says this. I don't know what to believe in. I have no understanding. I need direction. Now, if you're married, take a look at your spouse right now. Take a look at your spouse right now and smile, because in a marriage, you have love, understanding, and direction. Okay? You have love from your spouse. Y'all understand one another, and y'all have direction. Y'all know where y'all going in your marriage, right? You know where you're going. Y'all have direction. Y'all have understanding in your marriage. Trust is a two-way street, meaning it goes both ways. Two people have to trust each other. And when we come back, I'm going to show you how to trust. I'm going to show you how to trust. I'm going to show you the methods of trusting when we come back. What methods should a person use when trusting? What methods should a person use when trusting? The methods of trusting, you should use accountability trust and responsibility trust. Accountability trust and responsibility trust is the methods behind trusting. Okay. Now, a trustee's accountability is to make decisions what is right and what is wrong for the vulnerable person. So the trustee's job, all right, this is the trustee, all right, the person I am trusting in, his accountability is to make the decisions of what is good and what is wrong for me, because I am the vulnerable person. What is a vulnerable person? Well, a vulnerable person is a person that's subject to physical or emotional harm or attacks. Okay? What makes me vulnerable is because I don't know what's right of what's wrong for my life. All right. So a vulnerable person is easily accessible to emotional and physical attacks. All right. So the trustee, the person I put my trust in, is making the decisions for me because he loves me. He knows what's right and what's wrong because I need what? Love, understanding, and direction. I'm a vulnerable person because I do not understand what's right and what's wrong for my life, right? I need direction. I need to know where to go, right? There's things that's out there that are dangerous. There's things that's out there that's very dangerous. I'm a vulnerable person. We'll be right back with more. Accountability trust means you accept the decisions given to you by the trustee. Remember, I told you trust is a two-way street, all right? The trustee's accountability is making the right decisions, taking care of the vulnerable person, making the right decisions of what is right and wrong for the vulnerable person. Well, I got to have accountability also if I'm trusting in the trustee. You have to have accountability trust also, okay? Because if the trustee is telling me something, if he's telling me the decisions, what decisions to make, he's giving me the decisions, right? If he's giving me the decisions, right? If he's giving me a request, if he's telling me what actions to take, right? I got to show accountability of responding, right? Right? I got to accept, my accountability is to accept and then respond. Accept and respond, all right? So the trustee's accountability is to make the decisions for me. His care, to have care for me, making decisions for me. My accountability is to accept the decisions, right? After accountability trust, you have responsibility trust. So responsibility trust means I am accountable for what I do for the decisions given to me by the trustee, all right? So I accept, and then my response is, what actions do I take? Do I obey the trustee? All right. If I'm putting my faith in him, right? I keep trusting. So if I keep trusting, that means I am obeying. I'm acting in responsibility trust by obeying. So accountability trust, I'm accepting, and I'm making a decision to accept. And responding, I'm going to respond with trusting, or I'm going to stop trusting. How am I going to respond? Do I respond? What actions do I take with the decisions given to me? All right. So the trustee gave me decisions. How do I respond? How do I react? Do I keep trusting or do I stop trusting? The most important thing of responsibility trust is accepting, having patience, and faithfulness, self-control, and perseverance. The most important actions of responsibility trust is love. Trust is love. And with love, we have acceptance, we have patience, we have faithfulness, self-control, and perseverance. Okay? So I listen to the trustee with love, right? I patiently wait. I don't see it. I remain faithful. I keep believing. I don't stop believing. I remain faithful. Self-control. I don't understand. I keep believing. I don't see it. I'm hurting. I'm in pain. I have self-control not to go backwards, not to go on my own ability. I have self-control to keep believing, not to use my own power. And even through the struggle, even through the difficulty, I'm persevering. So I am still trusting. We'll be back with more Trusting the Trustee. The actions of responsibility trust is love. And why do I say that? Because love covers up everything. Love has the attributes for me to trust. With love comes patience. I'm willing to wait. If I'm willing to wait, that means I'm acting in faith. I'm being faithful. I'm being faithful. Despite of what I'm tolerating, despite of hardship, I'm remaining faithful. And then comes self-control. Not acting on your own accord, not acting by your own will. Then I have perseverance. I keep believing. I'm not giving up. Despite hardship, I'm not giving up, persevering. An individual has accountability, is accountable for their actions. An individual is accountable for their actions, how they respond to the trustee. I'm accountable for what I do with the decisions given to me. I'm accountable for what I do with the decisions given to me, how I react with the decisions given to me. You cannot trust without surrendering. Remember I told you that earlier. You cannot trust without surrendering and believing in the trustee. What is a trustee? You're probably wondering, what is a trustee? A trustee is an individual or a person, individual person or a member of a board given control powers, have control powers of administration over me. Their legal obligation, have a legal obligation to administer what's right and what's wrong for my life. That's their main purpose. The main purpose is give me the what I need for life, what I need to survive. The trustee's main purpose is to give me what I need to survive. That's the trustee's legal obligation. Trustee has a legal obligation to take care of me, to give me what I need in life. What are my needs? Where are my needs? I told you that what you need. I told you need love, understanding, and direction. And that's what the trustee is giving me. He has a legal obligation to give me love, understanding, and direction. That is his purpose, to minister that to me. That's beautiful. We'll be back with more Trusting the Trustee. A trustee has a legal obligation to administer the vulnerable person from danger. So the trustee has a legal obligation to administer the vulnerable person from danger. Okay? I'm a vulnerable person. The trustee has a legal obligation to know what's right and what's wrong for me. And why do I say the trustee has a legal obligation? Why do I say that? Because love always protects. Love always protects. All right? That's why the trustee has a legal obligation. Remember, trust is to have confidence, to have faith, hope in someone. Have faith, hope in someone. Who should we trust? Who should we trust? Who should we put our trust in? We should put our trust in Jesus, Jesus Christ. Why am I telling you to put your trust in Jesus Christ? For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. Whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. John 3:16. For God so loved the world, he loved us. He gave his only begotten Son, and whosoever believes in him. So whoever believes in him, whoever believes in him. So when we believe in Jesus Christ, we're putting our trust, our hope into Jesus. And we'll have everlasting life. We will not perish. Right? It's a legal obligation. Right? Jesus is our trustee. He has a legal obligation to save us from danger. That was his legal obligation. So if I'm trusting in Jesus, right, I will not perish because I'm trusting. I surrendered. Wow. Wow. We'll be right back with more. Remember, trust is defined as having confidence, faith, hope in someone or something. We learned previously that substance equals Jesus. Substance equals Jesus. In Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Okay? Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. So if we're trusting, we are having confidence and we're having faith, we're having hope in who? The substance. The substance equals Jesus. Now faith is the substance, and who is the substance? The substance is Jesus, right? And why do we say substance equals Jesus? Because Jesus is pure. He's a pure substance. He is the evidence of things not seen. So we never seen God. Jesus is the evidence. His love is the evidence of who God is. Jesus is the evidence of who God is. His love for us. It's the evidence. My willingness is to trust because I am a vulnerable person. I'm vulnerable to what is wrong. I need love, understanding, and direction. I need Jesus because he's the only one who can Give me that. Because he is my trustee. He is our trustee. He is my trustee. He is your trustee. He's our trustee. Trusting the trustee because I am a vulnerable person. I am vulnerable to what is wrong with life. I'm vulnerable to what is wrong. I need love, understanding, and direction. Trusting the trustee. I need Jesus. Thank you for watching Truth and Knowledge. I'm your transformation coach, Trey Knowles. Until next time, grace and peace. Amen.